Hey.
Hello.
I don't know what happened last time, but you got cut off at the end.
That's what you said. I had no idea. I don't know what happened.
Well,
Sorry
my cousin
about that.
Shelly is our best listener, and she always tells me all the things like that she likes and doesn't like and go wrong. And there's not a lot she doesn't like, which I think she's too nice because
I feel like she could give some better feedback.
she could be like, "You girls stink."
So
we have some new listeners we are aware of, so we'd like to thank everybody for
no
listening.
idea. Like it's quite interesting
Yes.
this week specifically. We've had like
a lot of reach out,
random people be like, "Hey, I listen to your podcast." And I'm like, I had literally had no
like
idea.
honestly, like still, if we'd actually take this seriously and do something with it, it's like our therapy.
But it
It's
is kind of
free
funny because I
therapy.
definitely need to watch what I say because I have no idea who says
No,
who
but
listens
that's what
to
makes
what.
this so good. Other than you can't like drop bad words.
All right, but I mean, I don't ever
Sometimes
not on the air.
we'll go right into this. But so my husband, sometimes I don't even really know who he is. Like sometimes he's not real handy. Well, sometimes he's not real handy.
I'm glad he's not here right now.
But he was wearing a little measuring tape around on his pants the other day. Like Tom, that'd be normal, but Tom would actually have a tool belt. He wouldn't just have like one off-brand measuring tape.
So they were. I'm laughing today. Go on.
Yeah. So he made an appointment. So this Wednesday, when you were listening to this podcast, I will literally
Yes.
be in the Subaru.
By the time you are listening to this, Kristin will be driving across the country.
From Cleveland, Ohio to Los Angeles, California with Sam. Bill and I are taking him to his internship. He will spend the entire summer out in Hawthorne, California, working for SpaceX. Tremendous opportunity. Amazing. Like
Eating
it is
all
so,
the In-N-Out burger. I'm just so jealous.
because you gave him a gift card. I hope he remembers to take
He
it.
better
We'll have
take
to pack
it.
that.
But that is like my favorite thing in LA.
Oh, it's so good. I hope I get to eat it while I'm there. But I'm there
Please.
such a short
Okay,
period
but I am
of time.
begging you to get In-N-Out burger.
So I will.
Get a double.
One way or
Just
the other.
get
Because
a-
I could get it in Vegas too.
yeah, you can. One time I took a limo through an In-N-Out burger drive-through.
Well, aren't
I'm
you
not even
fancy?
joking.
I've never done that.
When you gamble enough, they camp you a limo.
I've taken a truck and trailer through a Wendy's
There's
before.
the difference between us, but that's the difference. But please go get a double from
I'll
In-N-Out.
get the double just for you
all
and
I'm
take a
asking.
picture.
Okay,
so
go on.
Wednesday we drive. We're driving from Wednesday. We have some fun stops planned with some super cool things.
They're going to like
we'll talk about
concerts.
next week.
I'm so jealous.
And so Sunday we arrive in LA, and then Sam gets his house, and then at 9-something p.m. we fly out of LA, take the red eye home back to Cleveland, only in time for me to drive back to
I
Columbus.
did not realize
for
you were taking the
luncheon.
red eye.
We are all
So
night. Sunday night. Arrive in Cleveland like at
6
7
a.m. Yeah, whatever it is.
So, yeah, that'll be
I
fun.
didn't realize that.
Anyway, so we're trying to get Sam to pack the car. Before he can pack the car, like Campbell and Sam are switching vehicles. So Campbell is taking the Ford Ranger, which she doesn't care about, but she does love her little Subaru Outback.
Mm-hmm.
We decided for Sam to drive across the country, have to go camping, doing all of his things. He needed the Subaru. So Campbell took him over today, showed him how to put the Thule on top.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did they take that, by the way?
I hope they did.
It's literally been sitting on my front porch.
What is because they had to take it off to get in your garage.
What?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I know. Is it still outside? Oh, okay.
Good. So, but then today, Bill decided today was the day that all the kids were going to learn how to put new brakes and pads on the car and change the oil in the car. The only one that really stuck with it, I'm going to say. So Jack had helped Tom with brakes before.
Jack, this is not his first. I was saying this is not the first time Jack has done brakes with Tom. However, Parker dropped out pretty early.
They
Jack
each did a wheel.
dropped
They
out
each
a
did
little
brake.
bit. Jack dropped out, but
What? The boys
Jack
did one
and Parker
wheel
did
each.
one wheel each. Campbell did two. Campbell worked harder than
And then
any
she
of the
changed
boys.
the oil.
But
And then her fingernails looked
They
like
look
she'd
rough.
been a mechanic for
you
25
owe her
years.
a manicure.
Oh, well, some are going to have to do something.
Okay, but I need to tell you. So I went to Costco today. And I pull in the driveway, and I need to tell you what I
Oh,
witnessed.
no, what? Hopefully not her by Cracky.
No. So I pull in, and Parker's kind of standing there, like not.
He's been mulching all day.
No. I'm not saying this bad.
No,
Like
no,
he was
but yeah.
standing over them, like he was
I'm
involved
sure he was
in the
super
process.
involved.
At this point, he may not have been later, but at this specific point, he was involved. Campbell is in there. Jack is in there. Ask me where Bill is.
He's on his phone.
On the other side of the garage. He's like
I asked him if he was working. I'm like, are you doing anything?
Now, I thought he was just scrolling. Like, I really thought he was like scrolling Instagram or TikTok. But I did hear him like later say to Tom, like, hey, it says this. So I think he was like researching something.
So do you remember the time when we were putting together your pergola in the backyard and it was like 500 pounds and like Tom and Gino, I think it was
we had
Gino,
all
were
these friends over helping.
And Bill holding, and
Bill's holding the manual. All he had to do was hold the manual to tell them what to do, but instead they were like holding up this 500-pound thing and they're like, Bill, what's next? And he's like, oh, and he's like looking at his cell phone.
So that was what could defend him, but that's
that
like
was what I
happening.
witnessed today. Except now it's worse because now it's not grown men doing the work. It's his children doing the work while he was sitting there. And I couldn't. No, and he totally was. But I just had to laugh because I pull in and I can't get in the garage because they're all working in our garage. And I'm just laughing because
it was Tom's mechanic class.
And on the right side, they're all on the right front wheel and they're all, Tom was totally teaching mechanics. And Bill's on the left side of the car, completely away from everyone else, scrolling his phone. And I'm like,
I think this is great. My dad made us all learn how to like change a tire, how to change oil. I never did brake pads.
To be clear, I never learned. I could not change a tire. Right now, if I got a flat tire, who would I call?
AAA.
No, Tom. Tom is saying that Campbell actually did really well.
Well,
like if you give a kid a wrench and a socket, they may not know what to do with it. And Campbell immediately went right into it and knew what to do.
So
which
here's
is
the thing:
amazing.
In my previous life, I had to do a lot of things for myself, and so my dad prepared my sister and I for life.
Like my game plan at this point in my life right now is if I don't have time to fix it, it means he's dead and I've got the insurance money. So someone else is going to fix it because that's where we're at. I'm at a point in my life.
Campbell is Bill's insurance policy.
Yes, for sure. Did anyone watch White Lotus where she's like, I'm too old to be poor? Like that's, I mean, we're already poor. So Yeah. Like to that point,
let's talk about this, and we have to remember to circle back. So Danna was super excited the other day.
I had
she was
2 days.
Such a good tan.
All right, to be clear, I had 2 days in a row that I was off of work. I was supposed to be off of work Tuesday and Wednesday, or Wednesday and Thursday this week. And Tuesday and Wednesday. And the weather was supposed to be amazing, like 75 and sunny both days. And I'm like, you guys,
it's never 75 and sunny.
Not in Cleveland. It's not
this time.
So
of
I'm
year.
like, I have been dying to so we put our pool in.
She wanted to put her bikini on.
I was going to, and I don't put my bikini on for very many situations. And when I say a bikini, I'm gonna call it a 2-piece. I'm not gonna call it a bikini, but
a 2-piece high-waisted.
Right, it's like up to my boobs.
It might be different this year.
No, it's not. Oh. But regardless, I was like, we have not power washed the back patio. The back patio we put in when we put the pool in, which is now going on. This will be our 4th year with it.
Crazy, 4th summer.
So we have not actually power washed back there. We've not needed to. And so I'm like, this is the year I'm going to do it. We kind of needed it last year. And I'm like, beginning of next year, I'm power washing the patio. And we have a lot of concrete. If you've ever been in our backyard, we have a very large patio.
You did it right. You have the right amount of concrete, I feel like.
I'm happy with it. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to power wash. So I decide, of course, Tuesday, I'm like, I'm not working. Guess what? I went to work for a little bit in the morning, but it was okay. I went in for a little bit, and I'm like, I'm just going to be home by noon. I'm going to put my bathing suit on. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to get my power washing done.
It wasn't that beautiful.
Listen, sometimes you think it's not beautiful, but that UV is rocking. And I was going to get color. I had plans. It was
not that warm.
Shut up. I had plans.
It wasn't.
Well, but regardless, I get home, and I go out there with the power washer, and the power washer takes a poop. It will not work. It is like turning on, the engine is running, and nothing is coming out. So I decide to tell, I call Tom out. He's working from home. He spends like an hour. He's like, I don't know. We're troubleshooting it. We're watching YouTube videos together. We cannot figure out how to fix this.
Were you really watching the YouTube video?
Tom, was I watching YouTube videos trying to find us?
That's impressive.
I really was. I was trying to help because I love power washing. Like I love it.
Do you want to power wash my deck?
After I power wash my porch, I will, or my patio, I will. I love power washing. I find it to be incredibly satisfying and like therapeutic. So the power washer will not work. So he's like, do you think we should buy a new one? Like, honestly, he's like, this thing's like 10 years old. It owes us like nothing.
But it's a Honda.
It is a Honda. The engine still runs. The motor is rocking. So he decides we're going to go buy a new one. he's got to take Sam to golf that night. While Sam's at golf, he's going to go buy a new one. So we switch cars. We have it all planned out. He chickens out at the last minute. He's like, I think I can order this part on Amazon. It will be here tomorrow, and I think I can fix the power washer and save us $400. Let me tell you how defeating that is. I wasted a Sunday. When I say Sunday, I don't mean the day of the week. I mean a day in the sun. I wasted this. I could have just done it the next day, but no, it didn't get delivered from Amazon until later that night. So I had to wait a second day. So my 2 days off of work were not able to power wash. And I was very angry. And my pet peeve with my husband is that he fixes things instead of buying new. Bottom line.
He saves them lots of money, which enables you to be able to spend more money because he saves so much money.
I don't spend more money.
Anyways, I was here for the real grand reveal because I needed a dog crate to haul a certain set animal in the dog crate to the veterinarian.
It was a pig.
It was a pig. Tom's like, can you just come back here? It's the moment of truth. So I was here when he got to fire it up, and it worked.
The funny thing was Tom sent me a video of
for
it working.
$50 for a rotating whatever power washer and $80 for a new pump fix.
So $130 later, we could have spent $400.
But you didn't need the new piece. The new piece is helpful because I got to video the new piece working, which was amazing.
So that is true because it's funny.
You so much time.
So Tom sent me a video, and it did not occur to me that he was not recording the video until the next day. Kristin's like, it was me. I was recording the video. I'm like, didn't even occur to me that he was not recording it. That's quite funny.
Yeah.
So whatever. Now I'm going to power wash. Well, I was going to power wash this week, but
we're having like 5 more days of no sun and rain.
We do. And Tom lost 2 uncles this week, which is so sad.
Yeah.
So we have a multitude of funerals to go to. Oh, but this is interesting. I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. So we went today. So in Jewish religion, when someone passes away, a year later, like 1 year after they pass, you have a revealing of the tombstone. It's called a stone setting. And it's very short. It's very nice. But you go to the cemetery and they do a little prayer and a little service. And it's just a really cool thing. I actually really, I just really like it. So we went today. We had my grandparents because my grandparents both passed within a year of each other. So we decided to do them together. And my grandma's name was Lois. And my grandpa would always get so annoyed with her, which he had Alzheimer's in the end. That's what he passed from.
I feel like people in their 80s, like they've been married so long that like they get like it's so cute when they get mad at each other.
Now looking back, we're like that was the Alzheimer's, and we didn't know because he was like kind of mean at the end, but like we found out afterwards. But he would always be like every time he wanted to leave somewhere, or like he'd be at my house and he'd be like, all right, I'm ready to leave, and he would always say, Lois, please. My grandma was Lois. Lois, please. Like. She would annoy him. Lois, please. Like, you guys, we put it on his tombstone. It's on the back of his tombstone.
So do they share a tombstone?
They don't. So they have
two separate.
matching. So it's actually really funny. In between their birth date and death date on my grandma's, it has a picture of a Louis Vuitton shopping bag. She was
very fancy.
She was very fancy. She loved to shop. And on my
where Danna gets it from.
It is. And on my grandpa's, it has a like old Cadillac because he was really into cars. And then on the back of his, it says Lois, please. And I love it. Like, some people would probably find it to be insanely inappropriate, but like that's how my family is. And we're just kind of like.
It's very cute because I don't think anybody would understand.
No, it's totally like.
But your grandparents were so cute.
They were adorable. And, it's a really cool, just to kind of recoup that, or recap, not recoup. Just kind of a cool story. Like my grandma got sick and passed away. My grandma was very, very healthy in her 80s and got sick and passed away very, very quickly. And while she was in the hospital battling cancer, we found out my grandfather had Alzheimer's, and he went downhill very, very quickly after she passed. And we said it's kind of such a cool thing because even though Alzheimer's was a terrible thing to go through, they never really had to live without each other. It's like the
he would
epitome.
Never know the difference.
He didn't know the difference. And it was the epitome of like the best love story because they loved each other so
and
much.
He was always waiting on her, and she in the end was waiting on him.
She knew, I remember she was in the hospital. My mom and I had taken him to the neurologist when we got the Alzheimer's diagnosis.
Oh, she knew.
And we went back to the hospital. We told my grandma, okay, it is Alzheimer's. She already knew it, but like to hear it. She had been covering for him. And she said, she said, when she knew she was sick, she goes, he can't take care of me. She goes,
Yeah.
I know he can't take care of me. And we were talking about this today. And it was like, oh my gosh. I said, I hope, I did say, this is terrible to say. I did tell my mom that if one of us, Tom or I, have to get Alzheimer's, I hope it's me.
Me too.
I hope it's me.
Me too,
I hope
because Tom can take
I
care
hope he
of
has to
you.
take care of me because I'm not going to be good at taking care of him. I'm just not good at it. Like, I would. He goes, you won't even give me a back rub. Like, honest to God, I mean, of course, we joke, but like, it is such a cool love story. Like, they never really had to live without each other because he
that's
never
nice.
knew that he was living without her. So I do love
That'd be
their
the worst part.
Yeah, I love their little love story. Like, they have this the best, and they were together since they were 15 years old. So it's like so cool. But anyways, like, so we had that today. So that was kind of a neat day with family. And then we have all kinds of other stuff this week. But there was something else we were talking about that I got kind of on this tangent and I don't remember.
I don't know, but it was cute. But we were circling back to, like, I feel like Campbell is literally Bill's insurance policy.
Yes,
like he
that's
figures
where we
out
were
he
going
has
with
to
that.
educate her how to do things because she's the one that's going to help him through everything.
When push comes to shove, she is going to be the one.
So Campbell does not know what she wants to do with her life, but today we have concocted quite a mighty fine business plan for Campbell.
If Campbell doesn't take it, I might.
You know, like, we're all about higher education, four-year institutions, doing whatever you want to do, but we have just come up with a grand
So wait a
new
second.
one.
To be clear, I am I am a huge proponent of 4-year degrees.
But not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's okay. However, what will make you the money in life is to own your own business. I'm telling you.
Maybe.
No, I am telling you. Everyone that I know that is very, very successful owns their own business. And I do think that there is something to
It
be
is
said
a
for
lot
it.
of hard work and
Because
grit.
it is the hardest workers you
It
will
is.
know. The hardest workers you know own their own business. Like, I mean, honest to God. But we have discovered if Campbell doesn't take this, I'm running with it.
I'm going to help fund this business.
This
it's
is
going to be
it.
great. My mom is not going to like this business.
No, Grammy, just turn this off right now.
So we were just laughing because, like, every time Campbell does something, we're like, Campbell, do you think this could be your career? Are you interested? So
She
today we're
rocked
like,
it as a
Campbell, do
mechanic.
you want to be a mechanic? Because this,
She
like, you could go
rocked
to
it.
diesel mechanic school and, like, so we decided that Campbell, and we're going to back her on this financially when she goes to diesel mechanic school or just regular mechanic school, that she should have a boutique mechanic shop.
It's all like hot girls working in skimpy clothes.
Leather.
And they serve drinks while you wait for
And
your car
then
to
there
get
can
serviced.
be a bar. And she can make her
Although they
margarita.
shouldn't drive. Wait, hold on. We have to figure this out. They can't have a drink.
Well,
and
then she
drive
can
their
own the car service that would take them home because their car isn't going to be
The
done.
secondary,
so they can have,
yes, the Uber type of service
Yeah.
that will drive
So,
them home. Okay,
anyways,
good. I
and then
like
she's
that.
going to have her line of apparel there too that she can sell and market
Now, if
to these
any
people.
of you steal our idea, we will sue you.
Well, the good news here is that Campbell's not interested.
Has
She's
zero
like,
interest.
No.
Kristen and I, however, are going into business. Now, I don't know that anyone wants to see us in skimpy clothes working on cars, but
or
we're
nobody
gonna,
wants us working on
we're
their
just
car.
going to back it and we'll hire girls to do it. But it is a genius move.
We're like, Campbell, this is a boutique mechanic shop.
I
It
have
could be
seen-
like leather couches, a
Yes.
fireplace.
I have
like
cigars. You can like
cigar
offer
lounge.
cigars. Yes, I'm so into this. We can totally rock this. And I have seen where they have like car washes with like girls in like bikinis washing your car.
We
I'm
don't
like,
want a Hooters or anything. This is going to be very upscale.
to be clear, Hooters is $1 billion business.
She's actually,
we want
said
a Hooters.
diesel mechanic. She's actually going to have to learn how to work on European cars because the European cars are the ones
Well,
that
if
have
they're
the people
driving
with the money.
you figure if they're driving the Mercedes, right? Like,
Anyways,
saying.
Campbell, unfortunately, sadly, is not interested in this option for her future career.
However-
My mom would be happy.
Kristen and I are willing to sell our idea for a small fee.
Right. If you would like us to help
If you want us
manage
to help
your
you,
new business, we could
We
potentially
will
help.
you. If you want to back us on this. And you can,
Not to mention her fingernails were
oh
so
my God, she was really dirty.
dirty.
She totally needs a manicure.
But Tom did have her wearing safety glasses, which I thought was rather nice, I guess. I'm like, well, Tom, like, I don't think I would have made her wear safety glasses.
He's safe.
The whizzy wheel.
I don't know what
They were
that
using the
means.
whizzy
I
wheel.
don't know what that means. That sounds dirty.
I don't know. There were some other words
What
today
did you
that.
say that sounded so dirty before? And I don't
No, it was
remember.
Sam. It was something Sam
My
said.
Sam or
No,
your
no, no.
Sam?
Sam Patterson was here.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he did say that because I was like, babe, you are filthy. Like, because he was like working on the cars and he came in and I'm like, you are so dirty. Like, you are so filthy that your back is like disgusting. And he goes, I laid in a wet spot.
Was it oil?
Okay, but anyone that says
I'm
I laid
going over
in a
that.
wet spot,
I know we're going over that.
not okay. Not an okay situation.
Anyways, oh my.
And there were all kinds of teenagers here.
I don't know. I feel like
said
we've
it.
reached 20 minutes and it's getting inappropriate. So I feel like we should just wrap
Okay,
this
but
up.
really quick, I have two.
Happy Mother's Day,
Yes.
Danna.
So for Mother's Day, you all need to go out and buy your mom a book because your mom really does want to
your
sit
book
down
review.
and read.
Yeah,
and
what
I
is
have
it?
2 books.
This mom does not want a book, just FYI.
I told Kristin, you guys, she has this long ride out west. Like, she needs to borrow a few of my books. I'm really, really serious.
I'll get car sick.
I am dead serious. Okay, so I read 2 books this week that I want to.
You read 2 books in 1 week?
Yeah.
When do you have time for this?
Well, I'm like, if I'm like cleaning my house or whatever.
You're listening.
Well, I read it. Tom will tell you. Like, sometimes I lay in bed or like I'll lay on the couch and
oh my gosh.
I like to have the
I'm
book.
so unsuccessful.
So, yeah, right. I like to have the book and the audio version because that way, like, if I'm folding laundry or I'm cleaning the
you'll
house.
do both with the same book.
And then correct.
Okay.
And then I go, like, if I'm laying in bed at night, then I'll pick up wherever I left off in the audiobook and read. Okay, so 2 books this week. I read Night Road by Kristin Hannah, which I'm a huge Kristin Hannah fan.
I'm going to be riding on the night road for quite some time.
You are. So Kristin Hannah, who wrote The Nightingale, which is my 100% all-time favorite book. I have read a multitude of her books, and I would recommend every single one that I have read, but this was Night Road. If you have teenagers, like, this will hit you so close to home, and it kind of almost...
Is it sad?
It is very
Ugh,
sad.
I'm not reading
it is very, very sad, but it really, like, oh my gosh, like, it's just a fantastic book. I loved it. And it's definitely one of her lesser known books, but I would absolutely recommend Night Road by Kristin Hannah. And the other one, if you are a historical fiction fan, or even if you are
I like
not
historical fiction.
Okay, so historical fiction is my jam. It's my absolute favorite, hence The Nightingale being my favorite, all-time favorite book. This one was called The Frozen River, which I am now finding out is apparently like a very well-known book and actually quite popular right now. This takes place in the 1700s, right after the Revolutionary War. And I loved it because it was about this woman who is a midwife in the late 1700s. And she's kind of a badass. Ooh,
Huh?
I can't say that. I said it. But she is. And this is the best part about an audiobook that you don't get out of a regular book is you get to hear from the author at the end of this. She talks, and this is actually based on a true story.
I would like this book, I think.
You would love this book.
Yeah.
I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you want to borrow, I have it out of the library, and the library doesn't charge us fines, even though I'm overdue on it. So you can have it. Don't tell anyone.
Scandalous.
I'm a crazy girl. So the author discusses it at the end that it is loosely based on the true stories. The author definitely added some in. But the woman who it's based on ended up being the granddaughter of the woman that created the Red Cross.
Oh,
So
nice.
very,
I was
very
at the
cool.
Red Cross when I was in Washington, D.C.
There you go. Very cool story, just
Neat.
about midwifery and everything that happened in the 1700s. And
Maybe
this
that's what
lady,
Campbell can be.
She
A
could.
midwife.
But I would highly recommend Frozen River if anybody. It
sounds like a
captured
good
me
one.
immediately. It was great. So those are my 2 book reads for the week.
I like it.
And I
Well,
just
thank
started
you.
a new Emily Henry this week, and I will let you guys know next week.
I think it's good that you share your books because I think some of
I
our
just
readers
love
enjoy
reading.
them.
I love. Oh,
I
and
do not love reading.
I know, and if you're looking for a new show, we just finished Ransom Canyon on Netflix. It's brand new. Enjoyable combination of Yellowstone and, what did I say? Virgin River.
That's a
Combination
good,
of
yeah.
Yellowstone and Virgin River. So a little bit of Hallmark, but a little bit of rough. Kind of liked it. You should try it out. And I'm starting.
If you like some recommendations on anything to do with livestock or cooking, I could probably help
If you want to know what books to read or shows to watch, I'm your girl.
I really got nothing going on here to offer to anybody. Anyways,
All right.
happy Mother's Day.
Happy
to
Mother's
all
Day.
the women, mother
Safe-
or not.
Safe travels to Kristin this week.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Going out
Until
west.
next time, friends, we're Mismatched.